Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a very long time since I last posted. Today I want to do kind of a fun reading using these stickers that I got on Etsy of the Sanderson sisters, and it's going to be a message from your inner witch. I'm kind of open to whatever wants to come through. So we are going to have three options. First option is going to be Sarah. Second option is going to be Winifred. And third option is going to be Mary. And we're just going to be getting a general message of just any message of from your inner witch to you. It's going to be a fun reading. Again, I'm not sure what can come up, but I am open to whatever wants to come in. And as always, I always want to remind you that if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not the message for you. If you do not like the message, leave it here. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. It's just something that we're going to do for fun. So feel free to enjoy it. Let me know if you have any comments or any sort of ideas on what you would like to see next on the channel. And as always, thank you for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed the content, and then again, comment if you have any suggestions for future videos, or if you like something like this with the theme and the stickers, because I did get quite a few of them. So again, just pause the video if you need to, but you just have to pick a pile, or if you are guided to pick multiple piles, again, the options are option number 1 is going to be Sarah, option number 2 is going to be Winifred, and option number 3 is going to be Mary. And let's get started. Just going to move these out the way so that we can come back to them. All right, so if you picked Sarah, I'm actually not going to read the sticker as much because I know people do love Sarah, and you know, Sarah was the most fun of the sisters, kind of ditzy too, but she was, in my opinion, she's my favorite character. So let's see what you got. Let's start with the tarot, because I did pick from 2 different tarot decks. So let's start with the tarot. First card we have here is the 9 of Wands, High Priestess, 8 of Athames, which would also be the 8 of Swords. Let me just move everything here so we can get everything on the screen. There we go. Then we have 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Lovers, and the 7 of Cups. All right, so for you guys, there's actually a need to connect to the intuition a little bit more. There's something that you may not be seeing. There's something here that you do not want to see, because we have that 8 of Athames right next to that High Priestess. There's something here that you're not wanting to see. With the 9 of Wands here, there's also a need to keep going. There's a need to continue to push forward. Things may not be what you want them to be right now, right? So things are not exactly where you want them to be, or they're not as certain as you want them to be. Because the 9 of Swords can be kind of, you know, you want to keep going. You're kind of tired. You're a little bit perhaps even suspicious of other people. There's a sense of defensiveness here. Like, you could see how he's standing around his work. He's kind of looking very defensive about that. And there's a need to seize opportunities and anticipating difficulties, because after the 9 of Swords, we go into that 9 of Wands, we go into that 10 of Wands. So it's very interesting here to have that High Priestess, that 8 of Athames, that 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Lovers, and that 7 of Cups with that 9 of Wands. Again, right here, I just keep getting a message that there's something that you're refusing to see, group number 1. There's something that you have access to that you're kind of constantly asking for guidance, and you're keeping yourself trapped. There's a different way to do something. There's perhaps a different option that you can choose to move forward. With the King of Cups, there's a need to connect to the emotions a bit more, my pile ones, my group ones. With the Lovers, again, we have two cards of choices, right? Because the Lovers can be that soulmate, but it can also be a card of having to make a choice, needing to make a choice about something. And I do feel like you're keeping yourself in this Eight of Athames kind of situation here by refusing to choose something and refusing to see things for what they are. The Nine of Wands being directly on top of the Nine of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's about gratitude. It's about getting, kind of reaping what you sow, kind of getting the fruits of your labor returned back to you. It's about spiritual and material satisfaction. And it's very interesting here because these energies are kind of opposing one another. And again, there's a need. You can obtain this Nine of Pentacles, group one, but you need to do something different. You need to connect within. Again, the High Priestess on top of that King of Cups. There's a need to go within. There's a need to connect to the intuition. He is sitting here meditating. He's sitting here with his emotions. She's under the moon. Both of them are about to get in contact with your emotions and your intuition to move forward. That Eight of Athames on top of that Lovers card, there's a need to make a choice. There's a need to choose a direction. You do not have to remain in this Eight of Athames. You are not trapped. You have many different choices. The secret here is, which choice are you going to make? And in order to make the right choice to move forward, pile one, you have to connect to your King of Cups and your High Priestess. You need to connect and really figure out what you want and move forward in that way. Because right now, you're going on and you're carrying on, but you're in a very defensive state, and you're also kind of refusing to move forward in a way and refusing to see something that's right in front of you. The High Priestess, she's under the full moon, but the King of Cups, the sunshine, there's sunshine here. It's daytime, as you can see. You have the answers you seek within you. You just have to make the choice to see it. And once you see it, you have to make a choice to change something in your environment so that you can get into this Knight of Pentacles energy. I want to see what else we have here. We have the Cow. Nourishment, abundance, asking, receiving. Yeah, you guys have to kind of find balance between all of what you're putting your energy into. There is abundance here with this Nine of Cups. And again, it's very interesting that Cow card falls on top of that Nine of Pentacles. And I keep saying Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, pile one. The Cow is on top of that Nine of Pentacles, which again is about that material and spiritual security. And it is saying there is abundance here for you, but you need to ask for help. You need to be willing to do things differently. You need to be able to receive. And I do get that what you need to receive is your own inner guidance, your own connection to your own inner witch, because she's coming out and she's saying, I have information for you. You just have to listen to me. Then we have the Goblin, the wounded human ego. Yeah, when the Goblin comes up, this is about you learning to let go, you learning to see beyond the wounds, because sometimes we are so wounded that we become defensive, and that's what that Nine of Wands is saying to us. And sometimes we become so wounded that we become frozen in place and we refuse to make different choices. But the guidance here is that you have the answers within. You have that High Priestess and that King of Cups. You know what needs to be done, and you just have to do it. It's about having the confidence and the trust in self to do it, and also using, because with the Goblin and the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups, we see here 7 options. Under some of those options, we see what looks to be a snake, a bat. So the options are not all good. There are some that are going to be better than others. So with the Goblin here, use your life experience, use the lessons that you have obtained up until this point to make the right choice for you. And with the Goblin here, it means, the Goblin also to me means, when we see the Goblin show up, it means that things are not necessarily going your way. Things have gotten a little bit difficult. Things have gotten, maybe your plans are not going as they were supposed to. Maybe you had different plans. It's 2020. When I record this, it's a timeless reading, but as I record this, it's 2020. So I think that's true for probably all of us. But it's about not allowing that wound to take over and allowing yourself to reconnect to yourself and to empower yourself to make the choices going forward based on your life experience. I did choose a goddess card, and we have Saraswati, and that is mastery. And it's all about mastering a skill, mastering something that you can. It's almost like, because it's very interesting that Nine of Wands is here. And if we look at this card, sorry, I'm going to move this over. We see that he's kind of been practicing with his wands, right? It looks like he's been making them, and it's about, he needs to keep going. He needs to persevere, but he's feeling kind of defensive because he's been doing this for a while. You can see he has 9 of them in front of them. So it's about continuing on your path and continuing to master what you are here to do. It's continuing, whether this is about a job, a relationship, a skill, continuing to grow and master your abilities, continuing to grow and master. For some of you, this is about a creative project. For others of you, this is about your psychic abilities, your spiritual gifts. It's about continuing to master them, continuing to practice. I do feel this group has a few empaths and a few, actually quite a few with this high priestess here. I do feel like this is a very spiritual group, and I do feel like it's about mastering your gifts. And for some of you, this gift is going to be claircognizance or clairsentience. That's coming in strongly, or maybe both. And it's about continuing to master it, continuing to connect to yourself, continuing to allow your intuition to guide the way so that you can move forward confidently and that you can connect to your intuition and make the choices without needing to kind of take this break and be afraid, so that when you come across these choices, this 7 of Cups energy, you can connect to your intuition and know what is right for you and not have to blindfold yourself and keep yourself back in order to take the time to reconnect. So I picked some cards from the Alice in Wonderland deck, and we have Law is Not Justice, Rules That Are Not Fair. Again, with the Goblin and the Law is Not Justice, it feels, pile number 1, that something has not gone your way. Something does not feel fair. Your inner witch wants you to know that you can step into your power. You do not have to be a martyr. You do not have to sit there and be a victim of circumstance. You are much more than that. You can use this to your advantage in order to move forward. So again, that Goblin and that Law is Not Justice, just keep in mind that the rules that are not fair, you can work around them. Anything that has happened to you that does not feel fair, that does not feel right for you, you can take this and change it. Look at her. She's holding the scales there. It's about balancing the scales of karma. I do feel like there's some karma going on here as well. So just keep in mind that it's about finding balance and using your circumstances to move forward with confidence. Becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. This ties in perfectly to that 9 of Wands energy. It's about you becoming more resilient. Keep going. There's no need to freeze yourself. There's no need for analysis paralysis. There's no need to freeze yourself into this moment. You have what it takes to keep moving forward. You can tap into your own inner guidance and move forward. You know what choices need to be made. You can trust yourself to make these choices. And instead of letting these wounds of what hasn't gone right take over and letting that goblin run amok, it's very interesting, amok. Letting that goblin run amok within you, take control and change your perspective. How is this happening for you and not to you? Pile number 1. All right, then we have sea creatures. immersion. Again, you have to immerse yourself. Very interesting with this King of Cups. You need to feel your feelings. You need to go within. You need to go into your own depths. Some shadow work is needed here, especially with that 8 of Athames. Some shadow work is needed here so that you can get to this 9 of Pentacles energy. But yeah, you need to go within. You need to go deeply within so that you can find what is working, what is not working. So you know what needs to change. So you know what needs to remain the same. And so you know how to move forward. So it's going with the flow of things, because when we have water here, look at them, they are flowing. You cannot go against the flow. That is what your inner witch is trying to tell you. You must go with the flow. Everything is working out as it should. This is part of a lesson for you. This is to grow you stronger. This is not a punishment. It's, again, a lesson. And continue to focus on your dreams, pile number 1. You'll know when it's time to take action. I do feel like for you guys, it is about taking slow action, but don't try to rush things. Do what you love. And again, just immerse yourself in what makes your heart happy. I did pick 2 cards from the, sorry, I dropped those and as I was shuffling, and some of them are reversed. So we have Cancer and Sextile. Again, opportunity. 7 of Cups is about opportunities. The Lovers is about a choice. You have opportunities available to you, pile number 1. Your inner witch wants you to know this. Cancer, King of Cups is very much connected to the Cancer energy because it is a water sign. It's about you connecting to your feelings, connecting to your, again, connecting to the moon, because the moon rules Cancer, and we have that moon in that High Priestess card. You are a very spiritually inclined group. Again, I do feel clairsentience and claircognizance for some of you. For some of you, it's one or the other. For others of you, it's going to be both. And it's about working with these gifts in order to move forward. And opportunities, again, there are opportunities available to you. For some of you, you need to collaborate with another. For many of you, I do feel like this has to do with some sort of creative project. It could be a relationship, but I'm more leaning towards like a creative project or work career type of thing that is going on. For a few of you, it could just be an overall energy that is going on in all of your life. But again, connect to the moon cycles, connect to your intuition, connect to what you know. You are empaths. Connect to the idea that this is a lesson and this is making you stronger. This is making you more resilient. There is a way out of this. There is opportunity in this. This is a blessing in disguise. Whatever is happening right now in your life is a blessing in disguise. So the final card I have for you is Carnelian. Yes, I am not that great with the crystals, but I do know that Carnelian is all about that confidence. It's I believe it's related to the sacral chakra. I am going to read this one from the book. 1 second while I find it, because like I said, I'm not that great with the crystals. So Carnelian is about creativity. The message here is you have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, not foolhardiness. Your family means a lot to you. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life, directed towards creativity and raising Kundalini. Yeah. I do feel like this is mostly for most of you. This relates to some sort of creative project, career, job. Be creative. Think outside the box. You do not have to remain in that 8 of Athames energy. You do not have to remain stuck. You have opportunities. You just have to look at things from a different perspective. Because look at this. It said fresh perspective. The Lovers is about a choice. The 7 of Cups is about different options. There is a lot of spiritual and material abundance for you. There's even love available to you. But again, it doesn't feel like a love reading to me. So that's all I had for you, pile number 1. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you have any ideas of anything else you would like to see, any different pick a cards, please let me know. And I am going to move on to pile number 2, which is Winifred. So for those of you that chose pile number 2 with Winifred, this is your reading. You chose the Queen Bee, the Queen Witch. I'm going to place her up there. I want to get started with the tarot cards. I did pick from 2 different decks. So I do want to get started with the tarot deck and see what we have here. Ace of Pentacles. All right. The Wheel of the Year. Things are changing for you, pile number 2. Knight of Wands. There's some fast movement here. 6 of Cups. This is some nostalgia, some past life stuff, or maybe even a soulmate. Knight of Pentacles. This is very interesting. Queen of Cups. It's very interesting. The King of Cups was just in pile number 1, so it's very interesting to see the Queen of Cups here. All right, so let's get started. Ace of Pentacles. There's something that you're trying to build. There's a seed. There's something that you're trying to grow, my pile number 2. The Wheel of the Year is saying that things are changing for you, and it's very interesting here. Let's talk about this. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands surrounding the Wheel of the Year, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Ace of Pentacles is very slow moving energy. The Knight of Wands is all about starting to get movement, starting to move ahead, kind of picking up speed, if you will. And flanked by these 2 cards flanking that Wheel of Fortune, to me says that perhaps things have not been moving very fast for you, pile number 2. Maybe you've been getting a little bit impatient, because under the Wheel of Fortune we have this Knight of Swords, and this tells me that things really are about to pick up speed. But we also have the Knight of Pentacles down here as well under the Knight of Wands, which is telling me that you need to find balance. I feel like what is happening for my pile 2s is you want to pick up speed. You kind of start to pick up speed, and then there's a speed bump that kind of throws you back and stops you. And this is happening because there's something that you must see. There's something that you must acknowledge. There's some healing that needs to take place here. With the 6 of Cups, I do feel like there's some inner child healing that needs to take place. With the Queen of Cups, I do feel like you need to get in touch with your emotions. Again, I'm feeling that you guys are kind of wanting to get things moving. You know what you want to go after it. This is kind of my extroverted pile, or at least my very determined pile of I know what I want, I know what I need to do, let me just do it. That's the energy I'm getting here. But it feels like there's some, again, there's a need for balance here, because it feels like things are moving slow, then they pick up, then they slow down. They pick up, they slow down again. And you're kind of in that energy of things just keep picking up and slowing down. With the Wheel of the Year or the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing in your favor. Movement is going to be a lot more, it's going to pick up. But again, there's a need. It's almost like spirit or your inner witch is saying, are you sure this is what you want? Are you positive this is exactly what you want? I feel like there's something here that spirit wants you to take a look at so that you can kind of be sure that you're creating the right thing. So we have here, because the Ace of Pentacles is prosperity, but it's kind of slow moving. The Pentacles are the slowest moving energy here. And it's about remaining productive. But pile number 2, you're really being asked to continuously check in with your feelings, with your Queen of Cups, to kind of check in and say, am I going in the right path? Am I doing what needs to be done, or am I just rushing ahead? Should I slow down or should I continue? There's a need to continuously check in versus like deciding something and going for it without taking a break. That's what's coming in for you guys. Again, as far as this 6 of Cups, there's a need to make peace with the past. There's a need to heal something in the past. So don't rush into something because you are avoiding some healing that needs to take place. That's coming in very, very clearly. And again, things will be picking up. Look at him. He's running and he's going to run right into that motorcycle and it's going to speed him up. And we have that Knight of Wands, which is a very fast moving knight. Even though What's very interesting is in this deck, she's not very fast moving. She's taking her time. And then she's under this Knight of Pentacles who's absolutely taking his time. Look at this here. He is putting down his pentacles and he's walking. He has a horse that he could ride, but he's deciding to walk. So pile number 2, take your time. That's coming in so strongly. Take your time. Find balance in what you are creating. Take your time to heal the inner child and to connect to your intuition and to your feelings. Heed any cautions that may come to you. So now I picked some Oracle of, I believe it's Wisdom of the Avalon cards. And we have the serpent. So we have the snake here, and it's about knowledge and healing. The snakes are very healing animals. When the snake totem, spirit animal, comes to you, it's about healing. The snake sheds its skin so that it can move forward and continue to grow. And again, there's a very healing quality to the Six of Cups here, because I feel like the focus is on the action and on getting things done. But it's kind of saying this Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups is saying, no, let's slow down a little bit. Let's make sure that we're creating from a heart space. Let's make sure that we're taking the time to heal ourselves. Let's make sure that we're doing things the right way, that we're not rushing into anything. And then we have the Joy card here, because this is about finding your joy. This is about you doing things and enjoying the moment. Don't rush so much to it to get to the finish line that you end up getting to that finish line and realizing that everything that you created was probably not that thing that you needed or wanted at that time, but that you created something that you thought you should be creating, or that you created something based on someone else's expectations of you. Your inner witch really wants you to slow down. Yes, you are doing it. Yes, you are going to get things done. You are here to do a lot. But there's a need to connect to your feelings, and there's a need to kind of go back into the past and make peace with it. Make sure that you're not creating something because someone told you that that's what you needed to do. Make sure that you're not following someone else's blueprint for your life. Take your time as you create this. Really enjoy the moment. There is a lot of joy here for you, but you need to heal and you need to trust what you know. And in order to trust what you know, you need to connect to what you know, and that's what this Queen of Cups is here to do. Look at her. She is meditating. Her arms are up, hands are open. She is receiving guidance from the universe. Let's see what else is here for you. Believe. Strange encounters, impossible things. That's a very interesting message. So strange encounters is about maybe you're seeing things, right? Maybe perhaps you're having supernatural experiences. Perhaps you're not the most spiritual person, but you just started to find spirituality due to something happening to you. Maybe synchronicity is about in your life. You're being asked to believe in what you cannot see. Believe in that there is more to this universe than what you can see. This is kind of that believing is seeing versus seeing is believing. That's what I'm getting strongly here. And then with impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. Group number 1 also had something about perspective. So if you were called to watch that one, maybe you should. You don't have to, of course, but just throwing that out there. But with impossible things, there's a need to believe, right? I feel like this pile is working very hard because perhaps you don't believe in what can be. Perhaps you are not the most... Perhaps you're not connected to the belief in miracles, because we have the unicorn in this card, we have the dragon, and we have those, and again, we have the unicorn here. For some of you, the unicorn is going to be a power animal or a totem animal at this time. The mythical creatures can serve as spirit animals for us, and they can teach us a lot. So I highly encourage you, if you feel called to look into the unicorn as a spirit guide at this time, as an animal, as a spirit animal at this time. So for some of you, you have to believe that you don't have to work as hard, that you don't have to rush through everything to get it done, that you can sit in this Queen of Cups energy and you can be receptive and you can receive, that things will come to you. There's a need to change your perspective around how much hard work is needed to accomplish something, group number 2, that's coming in very strongly. Also be mindful of any synchronistic things that are happening in your life at this time, because I feel like Spirit is guiding you. I do feel like Spirit is working with you to show you some things, and I do think Spirit wants you to slow down and realize that things will be speeding up a little bit, but that you need to find the balance in moving kind of slow and taking your time with things. You don't want to rush into anything. You want to make time to heal the past, to connect to yourself, to do some meditations, to connect to Spirit, to connect to the inner witch, so that witch within you. And that inner witch is going to give you guidance as we move forward. So then we have the Goddess card. And for you, I have Hecate. Hecate. I always get her name mixed up, so I am so sorry if I butchered that. So she's all about the in-between. She's one of the dark goddesses, and the dark goddesses are all about connecting to the unknown, connecting to the shadow self, the not so pretty sides of humanity, but that are very much needed. It's about integrating. And with the in-between being here, you are in between. And this is why things are not moving as fast as you'd like. You are in between. You are trying to figure out what the next step is. There's some healing that needs to happen. And there's, again, with that serpent, there's seriously some healing that needs to happen in order for you to move forward with confidence, to move forward and create the right thing. Because it's not about creating something just for the heck of it. It's about creating the right thing. And with this card here, it's about knowing that you are not alone and that you can go through the darkness. You can go through this healing, because that's what the dark goddesses are about. It's about healing and facing those parts of selves that shadow part, that part that it's not so great for us, but that we must face in order to move forward. So it's about stepping into the darkness, stepping into your healing, and learning how to believe in things. Because again, it just feels like this pile is working very hard, because perhaps you don't believe that certain things are possible for you unless you work hard. And I'm not going to lie, pile number 2, group number 2, there's a sense of you keep trying to focus on work and on doing, because you don't want to have to face the healing that needs to happen. You don't want to connect to yourself. I have to say it's coming in strongly. So next we have bells, deflection. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I get this feeling that you guys are kind of trying to avoid that inner healing, avoid that connecting to self and feeling certain things that may not feel so good. You need to clear your space. You need to clear not only your space, your environment, because I do think for some of you, the environment you are in needs some clearing, but also clear away the space within. Do some inner cleansing. Remove a negative energy from not only your home or your place of work, but also within, letting go of things that no longer serve you. Being aware of your actions. Stepping away, there's kind of a need here to take a break, right? Because when Spirit is constantly slowing us down, it's because we need to take a break so that we can see something that perhaps we are not seeing. Sometimes delays are actually a blessing in disguise, and that's what's coming in. So there's a need to heal. There's a need to connect to Spirit, connect to intuition. There's a need to remove any negative beliefs from within. And again, you can absolutely do some cleansing around your space, but there's a need to just let go of anything that's not serving you. And in order to do this, you do have to connect within. So I did pick 2, look at this, wisdom again, and balance. These are, and we have one more card and then we can move on. So there's a need to connect to what you know. Saturn is karma, right? Saturn is karma. Saturn is all about karma. It's all about discipline, structure. And I don't think you guys struggle with the discipline and the structure. I do think you try to rush things about, but I don't necessarily think that you struggle with discipline. But I think you're being called to ground, to slow down, because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. It's all about taking your time, doing things right. And then we have opposition here with balance. And it's about what is the world mirroring back to you? What is the world showing you that you are not trying to see? Pile number 2. What needs balance in your life? And again, I think there's a need for it to balance the action that you're trying to take with connecting within and finding that healing within. There's also a need to connect to your wisdom. We have wisdom here, and then we have the snake that is all about wisdom. So you need to connect to the wisdom within. There's a need to go within at this time. You cannot continue to put this off. You cannot continue to carry on the way you are unless you balance this out, because you're going to keep running into the energy of resistance. You're going to start to move forward, and then the universe is going to say, hold on, not yet. And they are going to it's going to be that kind of Knight of Pentacles energy that you're running into when you want to be that Knight of Swords or that Knight of Wands. So it's about finding the balance, going within, healing some things so that you can move forward. Last card. I said class. Maybe some of you need to take a class. Last card, Amethyst. I am not surprised to see this here. You guys need to slow down. You need to do some healing. Amethyst is a very healing stone. I am familiar with amethyst, but I do want to read from the book for this one, because even though I'm familiar with it, I'm not great with the crystals. So it says amethyst is all about inner peace. Again, helping that anxiety, helping that need to move forward, learning how to slow down and be in this Queen of Cups energy. So you have an addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind, and avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. Yes, you guys have to find that balance. You are prone to excess in both. Understanding hidden causes of compulsive actions bring peace. Again, there's something here in the past that needs to be healed. There's some sort of healing here. Hand your will over to your soul and allow your spirituality to flourish. Guys, you cannot make this stuff up. That is the perfect message. I do want to pick a card for you guys from the Making Magic deck, and this is just going to have it's going to have some sigils that you can work with, as well as messages, and I'm just going to pick 2 of them. Actually, I'm being guided to pick 3, so I'm going to pick those 3. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. I'm going to hold that up just in case you want to copy that sigil. I forgot to do this for group number 1. I feel so bad. I just realized that. So then we have Trinka 5, manifesting money and income. I do feel like you guys can manifest when you slow down, which is going to be very interesting. Triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. And the festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. I feel like what these cards are telling you is there's a need, again, wisdom. There's a need to connect to your wisdom. Look at what's happening as lessons. Connect to your manifestation power. Again, I don't feel like, I'm going to put this over here. I don't feel like you have a problem manifesting per se. I just think that there is a better way to do manifesting for you. The festival for me is about you learning to bring in more joy into your life. Now with the amethyst card, remember, it's about finding balance. Don't forget all about work and get so much into the joyful party or having fun aspect that you forget all about work. It's about finding balance. You will be successful. You will have material gains. You will have income, money. There's just a need to be a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more connected to self, and your inner witch is really wanting to connect with you, pile number 2. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment with any ideas for any future pick a cards, or let me know if there's anything that resonated with you, any feedback at all. It always helps. And let's move on to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. If you chose Mary, this is your reading. The first 2 readings have been pretty intense. Let's see what we have for you. Mary, for me, was just so silly. Sarah was my favorite, but Mary was a close second. All right, pile number 3. Let's start with your tarot cards. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Athames. There's a lot of knights in these cards today. The Green Man, which is the Fool, the Tower. All right, pile number 3. What's going on? 5 of Cups. Okay, there's a lot going on here for you guys. Queen of Pentacles. We've had a queen or a king in every single reading, plus knights. 6 of Wands. All right, pile number 3. Whew. There's some disappointment here. It kind of, when I said, all right, I just felt it. There's some disappointments happening here. It's 2020 when I'm filming this. It's a timeless reading, but I feel like we've all had some sort of disappointment in 2020. You've been trying to make progress, right? I think there's been a need to leave something behind. I feel like this is either a relationship or a job. Perhaps you lost your job. Perhaps you had to leave a relationship. I'm leaning more towards job career. It does feel very job related, career related for the entire reading today. And things, it changed out of nowhere. It left you feeling disappointed. It left you feeling very hopeless. You're not sure which way to go. My pile number 3s. It feels like I want to take action. I want to take movement. I'm trying to move, but I don't know necessarily what to do. And with this Knight of Pentacles, if you look up there, there's a hawk. I believe that's a hawk. And he or she is guiding this Knight of Pentacles. And then there's the Green Man, which is about doing something new, trying something different. The Queen of Pentacles is saying that you can have security, and I don't think you're feeling very secure right now. I feel like you're looking for security. You will get it. You will be successful. You will find that security, even though you don't have it right now, even though things feel quite shaky right now. Things may be feeling quite sad. The message from your inner witch is there's a need to try something new. There's also a message here that whatever this was, because I do feel, again, there was a loss of some sort. I do feel for many of you it could have been job loss, and I am so sorry if that was the case. Or perhaps you decided, see, I don't think you necessarily decided this because of the Tower. And if it was a relationship, I also don't necessarily feel like you decided this. Like whatever this was, it came out of nowhere, and it kind of took you by surprise, and it kind of decided some things for you, is what I'm feeling. So I do feel like there's an opportunity here. We have 2 knights. That's all about opportunities, right? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Athames. The Knight of Pentacles, the opportunity, the message comes a little bit slower than the Knight of Athames, but we have them both here. So I do think there's a message coming here. I also feel like one of these are the messenger that told you that whatever it caused, whatever this was. There's a need to try something new. Whatever this was that you lost, it was just not for you anymore. You had learned everything you could from it. It was not satisfying to you. You have this opportunity to become this Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about independence, stability, dignity, the practical, being ambitious, getting what you want. Look at her. She is just glowing, and she's holding her pentacle. She's in the middle of all of this greenery. There's a lot of green here for you too. So there's a lot that you can grow to get to your success, pile number 3. There's a lot available to you, even though it doesn't feel that way. There is a need to get out of this Tower energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, on top of that Tower card, I do feel like if this was a job loss, this Knight of Pentacles could have been your boss or your company that let you go. And I do feel like the Knight of Athames is going to be the opportunity coming in. I feel like it's coming in very fast if you have not already received it. It does feel like it's going to be something new, something different than what you are used to. It also feels like you need to embrace something different. For you guys, I am strongly getting that you need to go into nature to replenish, regenerate your energy. That's coming in strongly too. With the Five of Cups, there's a need to let go of this energy of disappointment. Yes, she has four cups that are spilled, but behind her, one of them is full. And if she were to just turn around, she would see that there is an opportunity here for her. There's a need to change the perspective. This happened for you, not to you, pile number 3. You can be this Queen of Pentacles. And again, the Queen of Pentacles, it doesn't matter if you are masculine or feminine. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. It's just about you knowing that you can be secure, you can be abundant in all areas of your life. I want to see what else we have here. I pulled 2 cards from the Wisdom of Avalon. We have the Deer, Gentleness, Diplomacy, and Perception. Did I not just say that? There's a need to change your perception. Whatever this Tower moment was, your inner witch wants you to know it happened for you, not to you. It had to happen. You had to get out of this energy. With the Deer here, be gentle with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. This Five of Cups can be a very hard energy to be in because everything feels lost. It feels like, you know, all the cups are spilled, but you are not realizing that there's something behind you that is still remaining intact. With this Diplomacy, also be very mindful of what you are doing. Connect to the Deer spirit if you feel called to. And with Perception, there's a need to change your perception. Again, things don't happen to us, they happen for us. That's coming in very strongly, pile number 3. And again, be gentle, take care of yourself. You will get to the Six of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles energy, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to be open to taking care of yourself. You need to be open to forgiving yourself. I do think some of you need to forgive yourself because whatever this Tower moment was, it feels like you were in some way at fault, or that you should have seen it coming. And it's kind of very harsh energy right now. All right, pile number 3. We have Lilith here with Independence. I picked one goddess card. There's a need to be independent. There's a need to know that you can make it through this. You do not need anyone else right now. You do not need, there's a sense here of, am I going to be okay? You will be okay. You have everything you need to be okay. Do not worry about that. Again, this is happening for you, not to you. And with Lilith here, some of you may have a fear right now of being alone. So maybe this was a relationship, or maybe you lost this job and you just have a fear of needing to go out and finding another job. But there's kind of a fear here around being alone and having to do something alone. And with Lilith here, it's about not needing to be enmeshed with anyone or anything. It's about getting your independence. And I think whatever this Tower was gave you some space to breathe. It gave you some freedom. It was a very scary thing perhaps, and it was something that has left you quite disappointed and quite down in the dumps. But at the same time, there's independence here and there's freedom for you. And it's something that I do feel like at a subconscious level, you may have even manifested this. If this was a job, that job was not making you happy. If it was a relationship, it was not making you happy. It was something that you were kind of comfortable in, but you were not fully happy in it. So you are strong enough and you are ready for the changes. And this is a leveling up of energy. And Lilith is very strong and she is here to help you through this. You could connect to Lilith at this point in time if you feel called to, but again, this is about your independence and this is about you moving forward fearlessly. The snake could be something that you are called to. The snake did come up in a previous pile, so if you were called to watch another one, that may be the sign for you. Find the lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. What was the purpose of this tower, pile number 3? Mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Take advantage. There is no need to be trapped in anything. There is no need to feel, to allow yourself to be in any energy that's not in your highest and greatest good. Some of you may be seeing 444 because I just saw that. But keep in mind, life is brief. Make the most of it. Find the lessons in everything happening for you and then move forward. There's no need to remain stuck. There's no need to allow yourself to remain in anything that you do not want to remain. Look at how sad she looks. It's about becoming this Queen of Pentacles and letting all of this go. I do feel for most of you, the tower moment has happened. For 1 or 2 of you, it could be upcoming, and this could kind of be a warning sign, just warning you that to flow with it and to be open to it. But I do feel like this has already happened for the grand majority of you. So again, this is about you knowing that life is brief, that life is short, and that you have to make the most of it, and that you have the right to enjoy it, that you have the right to have fun and be in this 6 of Wands energy and find your success in what you want instead of staying stuck in something that, or staying, because independence is all about gaining freedom or remaining prisoner to something that is not suited for you. So find the lesson, change your perspective, discover what the purpose of this was, and see it from a higher perspective, because we also had that hawk there. See it from the higher perspective, and it was meant to teach you something. Then we have fire, passion. Yes, pile number 3. We have Lilith and fire here. This is about you connecting to your passions. Whatever this was, it was not bringing passion to you. It was actually keeping you stuck, but it was your comfort zone. You are being asked to let go, move forward. And now that you're going to move forward, again, we had this fool here, right? The green man, the fool. Do so with passion. Don't go get stuck in something because it's comfortable. Don't go get stuck in something because it's what you know. Do something that is going to bring you passion, and do something new that is going to help you connect to yourself. We have Virgo, the alchemist, and we have Neptune, dreams. Yeah. It's time to connect to your dreams. It's time to transmute. Be the alchemist. Change your situation to its highest potential. That is what alchemy is all about. For some of you, your inner witch really wants you to connect to alchemy, spiritual alchemy. I highly suggest you look that up. It is so powerful. For a few of you, the violet flame is going to be very important if you want to look that up. But also connect to your dreams. What are your dreams communicating with you in your dream time? Keep a dream journal. I do think your inner witch is communicating with you through dreams. And I do think it's about you following your dreams and letting go of this energy of like, I'm doing what I know how to do or what I'm comfortable with, and saying, I'm going to do something completely new. And I'm going to embrace my dreams, and I'm going to go after them. I am going to set free my imagination, because life is short. Life is too short for me to be a prisoner of this energy of just, being stuck in something because it's convenient or it's because it's what I know. Black tourmaline, protection. I am going to read this card from the book. I am not as great with the crystals. I do know black tourmaline is all about protection and kind of cleansing also. I believe it can cleanse as well as protect. I always do a piece of black tourmaline on one hand and a piece of selenite on the other hand to cleanse and ground. So black tourmaline is a very grounding stone as well. So let's see what the book has to say for this one. It says, you are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protected. Right, that fool energy. You don't have to be so cautious. Feel free to take some chances. Again, with Lilith here, feel free to be independent. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or past life curse, creating dis-ease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. Strengthen your protection. Consolidate plans and be realistic. You'll soon see the way through the obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. For my pile number 3s, if you can get a piece of black tourmaline and carry it with you, I think it would be very beneficial. Again, you are protected, and I think that your inner witch is actually saying to you, I'm protecting you. Spirit is protecting you. You don't have to worry. Take the leap. Don't hold on to what is no longer serving you. Whatever this thing was that you lost or had to go, it had to go, and we did that for you. So let's move forward into what we actually want to connect with instead of what we think we want to connect with. And I'm going to pull the Making Magic, some of these little oracle cards for you guys. I'm probably going to do 2 to 3, depending on what I'm feeling, and seeing what comes up for you guys. All right, bottom of the deck, we have breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellence, mental health, and letting go of vices. I will hold this up for a little bit in case you want to copy the sigil, because you can work with these sigils if you decide to. Let me hold that up another second. There we go. I'm actually going to put it right here so that you can still see it, hopefully. Let's see what else we have. Time to shine. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Yeah, it's your time to shine. Group number 3. You have served your time in that tower. Whatever that tower happened to, whatever the tower got rid of for you, you had served your time, and it was too much time. Awen, the rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. Yeah, you need to balance your action with what your male and female action, your male and female energy, what you are creating with what you are receiving. Earth, ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in time of chaos. And for you, this is a time of chaos. Work with the element of earth at this time. Queen of Pentacles is who you're meant to be, who you're working towards being, and she is the earth element. So again, ground your energy and take that leap of faith. Have the courage to take that leap of faith, my pile number 3s. So that is all I had for you. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. And if you want to see more readings like this, or if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a personal reading, that information is going to be below as well. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.